Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today I finally have the Monster Ultra Black for you. Yes, this drink has been out forever. I meant to review it a couple of years ago, but I didn't pick it up when I saw it in the store. No word of a lie. Went back a couple weeks later to pick it up. The store didn't have it, and most of the stores near me don't have it. So how did I get my hands on this one? It's coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it, and in today's video I finally have the Monster Ultra Black to you, but unfortunately it is not the US Monster Black, it is the UK Monster Black. So thank you to Eric Sips on Instagram and Energy Drink Josh for collaborating to get me this drink. I showed this picture plenty of times in my other videos. If you haven't seen it yet, the Rise drinks are from Josh and all the rest of them are from Eric in the UK. I've been working my way through getting through all the reviews of all those energy drinks. Luckily enough, the new drinks have slowed down in the US for the end of the year. Nothing new coming out until probably early January, so I am trying to fit in all these reviews of all the drinks that Eric got for me. So be sure to check them out on Instagram, follow them, and follow me while you're there. And hopefully, I am guessing that this drink probably doesn't taste that much different than the one in the US, because when it comes to Monster products, Red Bull and those other major companies, Rockstar, the originators of the energy drinks, their energy drinks didn't really have too much special in them. The ingredients were made in such a way that they actually passed US regulations as well as international regulations. And although there are regulations on sugar and caffeine, the Ultras don't have any sugar, so they don't have to worry about switching that out. And the caffeine amount is the standard amount of caffeine at 10 milligrams per ounce, which used to be the standard in the US until the energy drink market went crazy, but it is still the standard in lots of other countries. So they really don't need to change the formulas at all, which is why I think this is going to taste the same. And like I said, it's not just in the UK, it is also in the US. You can still buy it on Amazon and several other websites that carry energy drinks. It's pretty easy to find online. It's just for some reason they moved out of the region around me. I haven't seen them in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, and sometimes I expand out to the borders of like Connecticut, but besides that gets too far. Anything over an hour for a Rhode Islander like me, it is just too far. So I haven't been able to find the single cans, and like many of you, I hate buying cases of drinks that I don't know if I'm gonna like online, because then what am I gonna do with the rest of them? Plus, I don't really like to support Monster. I barely wanna buy one of their cans. You think I'm gonna buy a case of Monster? Forget that. And whenever I do these Monster videos and people are like, why are you so hard on Monster? What's your problem with them? I say, my problem is, watch my channel. I got tons of videos on why I hate Monster, and you might not know that. It might be your first time here, so I'm sorry to be so aggressive towards you. I didn't mean to. I always just expect people to have watched my channel or something, but it doesn't happen. So if you want to know why I hate Monster, I should do a playlist really of all the videos I've done. No, there's only been like 2 or 3, but that first video has gotten a lot of views, but it has been updated since then. Back then, I didn't mind drinking Monster products. I just didn't like them as a company, but it wasn't until that video right there, or the one before that, there's been a couple. Sometimes I do a rant, but I don't make a special video out of it. But they're an evil, horrible company is all you really need to know. I don't purchase their products except for reviews, and I didn't have to purchase this one because it was sent to me from Eric. Let's stop complaining and get into the rest of this review. And here's the can. And from what I recall of the US can, it looks very similar. I could probably look it up online right now to see if it does look the same as the US, but I really don't care. All we care about is how it tastes and the ingredients and stuff. I'll put that up there when I do the taste test, so let's go ahead. Let's taste it out. ASMR going on there. Yeah, start an ASMR channel. Now. Maybe I can bring in the ASMR people in general with some of that stuff, but maybe I'll do like one video of just a compilation of all of the pours and stuff. Too much work. Too much freaking work. compilation videos. Gotta go to my old hard drives, gotta cut them out, just, ugh. Anyway, whoa, look at that color. That is a purple. It's really, really dark red. I don't think it's much purple. I don't think it has too much blue in it. It's got mostly dark red to it because the flavor is supposed to be a black cherry flavor. Not many companies doing many new just cherry flavors, but the ones that have done it continue to do it because cherry is a popular flavor for some people. A lot of people don't like it because it reminds them of their childhood when they had too much cough medicine. Those poor people, those poor kids, they got sick all the time, and the cough syrup companies ruined cherry for them, as well as some grape. They tried to flavor those things and they just ruined it for certain people. Me, I didn't get sick too often, and my favorite was Robitussin. I usually like the straight up DM Robitussin. That was pretty good. Sometimes I wasn't even sick, and if I just had an urge for that Robitussin DM. Good stuff, good stuff. Not too much. I didn't like drink the bottle or anything. I just had a little mouthful here and there as a treat to myself occasionally. Are you learning too much about me? I guess it explains a lot. Let's taste out this ultra black cherry flavor. See how good of a black cherry. I like black cherry more than regular cherry. There's not too much of a difference, but let's taste it out. So your carbonation, you get a medium to high carbonation. I don't think there have been many drinks from Monster that haven't been medium to high or in that high category. A couple of them they probably smoothed out a little bit, but in general, medium to high, closing in on high. For your sweetness, it is also medium to high, closing in on high, which is surprising to me, and I'll get to that in a second, because the flavor profile, I am going to say, is a high flavor profile on the low end of high, and I think that getting back to the sweetness, I am definitely curious to try the US version to see if it's a bit sweeter, to see if it hit that high amount of sweetness. I only say that because I definitely expect it to be a lot sweeter. Most of the Monster products I've had have been sweeter, and then the only reason I say that is because Eric had sent me a bunch of drinks from the UK, and the ones that I tried recently were the C4 drinks that had sucralose and stevia. I couldn't understand why they had stevia in there, ruined the flavor for me, but I'm wondering if there is a limit on the amount of sucralose that they can put in their drinks in the UK, so they do have maybe some regulations on it, because this is definitely a bit lighter, a little lighter in sweetness than I thought it would be. It's still a decent amount of sweetness, but not the amount that you would get from a Monster product in general. But getting back to the flavor profile, I think it's got a good black cherry flavor. It definitely goes away from the cough syrup kind of cherry, or at least in my opinion. It doesn't have that straight on standard cherry flavor. It definitely has that darker black cherry feel to it. And I think it's pretty good. When it comes to Monster products, they are the second largest energy drink company in the world for a reason. There haven't been that many Monster products that I haven't liked, at least when it comes to the Ultra line. Their Reserve line was good. I think the only line I don't like from them, the Juice line's really good too, but too much sugar. I think the only line I don't like from them is the Rehab line. And of course they do have some hit or misses now and then, but overall their drinks are pretty good. I think that this one is pretty good. If you're someone who is into cherry flavors, more specifically black cherry flavors, I think you're gonna like it. And to be honest, if you're someone who is into black cherry flavors, it's Monster. So you've probably already had this. Most of you watching this video have probably already had this, because I am way behind on picking up this flavor. But where is it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Well, I don't like to rate things too high for Monster, but I always give you my honest opinion. So Monster still hits the 9s, sometimes the high 9s with some of their drinks, because they do a great job. So I am not subtracting any points due to my biases. I think it's a great ultra cherry flavor, and I'm going to give it a solid 9.0. Curious to try the US version, because if it was a touch sweeter, it would probably go up a little bit more on the chart there, maybe 9.2, 9.3. Not just because it's sweeter, but I also feel that sweeter drinks pull out that fruity cherry flavor a bit more, and sweet drinks in general will always pull out that flavor a little bit more, so that you get a sweeter orange, a sweeter grape, a more just sweet fruits are what people like. So the more sweetness you can add, the more it reminds you of the fruit, at least in my opinion. Some people don't like them as sweet. Medium to high sweetness for this one. Solid 9.0. Thank you again to Eric and Josh. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to check out some of my favorite energy drinks, you can check out that playlist right there. And if you want to check out another great playlist, I'm going to put one right there. I don't know which one it is yet. Not sure how I'm feeling, but trust me, it'll be a good one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere down here. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.